It's Tobias here, and my mate.
My name is Dave. No, my real name's actually Aiden. Come follow me and subscribe to Aiden Gaming right here, please. No, not Aiden Gaming.
We're gonna watch these killer clown sighting videos with our cat, our trusty cat, Marshmallow. Oh, Marshmallow's gonna sit there. Did you just laugh at me? You wanna fight?
Just go to Game Foxy here, please.
You guys wanna fight? I'll beat you up. You heard me?
Did
you just point at me? I'll find out where you live and dump you down the toilet.
Let's do this.
Yeah, boy.
This happened when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
You saw your mum in the alley.
Old enough to be aware of my surroundings and have a pretty good sense of danger, but also still around that age that attracts a certain selection of creeps.
You.
We live in a decently busy neighborhood. However, we're on a dead-end block near a forest preserve. And across the street crosses a sump. And if you were to go through the forest preserve, you would find yourself in a small mini park.
Clowns later on this
There
comment
was
like
this one
total
Saturday
retards.
night that a mini carnival was being held in the park. And since I wasn't doing anything with friends, my mom suggested that I go check out the carnival.
Why would you check out a
She isn't the
clown
kind of
place?
mom who tells her kids not to go out past dark.
Wait, just
She
pause it
always
for
let
one
me do
sec.
my own thing.
Why would you look at a clown fest or clown festival a long time ago? Seriously, like your house is in the forest or something, and the clown fest was there.
Yeah.
You are going to get killed or raped
Pretty much,
So
yeah.
I did end up
in
going.
the alleyway.
I crossed through the
My
forest
alleyway.
with a flashlight and eventually passed the fence that led to the park and saw lit-up carnival rides everywhere. A Ferris wheel, a mini roller coaster, some of those big spinning rides, and of course concession stands and carnival game booths. It was late enough where it wasn't very crowded. There was also a big circus tent with the red and white stripes where I saw some people
I gotta
entering.
check the back cat, guys.
I poked my head inside where I saw 4 rows of people in the audience. And on this mini stage were 3 clowns performing tricks. One was on a tricycle,
help, the
one
stage
was
is still
juggling,
getting
and the other
mowed
was
by a
just
cat.
dancing around.
You close it on
The
me.
dancing one noticed me poking my head inside the tent,
Guys,
and he skipped
it's
over
looking for a
closer to me
penis.
and started waving his index finger, signaling for me to come closer, or to come onto the stage. I didn't really know. All I knew is I didn't want to do either, and so I walked away. I ran into a friend at one of the carnival games, and I hung out with him for about half an hour.
And freaking
Pretty soon the carnival was
me with
closing
metal
down and
penis.
everybody was starting to leave.
Yeah.
I said goodbye to my friends and
Leave
made my
a
way
review,
towards
by
the
the way,
woods
guys.
again.
So,
I was near the
so
fence
be
when I
scared.
heard
Like that cat.
it came from
No.
behind me. It was one of the clowns.
No!
The clown that was waving me over earlier.
Jumped on me.
He asked me if I wanted to check out the backstage area of the
What's that
circus
shadow
tent
there?
and some of the cool
Dun,
things
dun,
the guests cannot see. I
dun.
said
Your mom.
no very quickly and walked into the forest, looking back every few seconds to make sure I wasn't being followed. And I wasn't. The clown just stood there watching me, with the painted-on smile on his face, making the situation even more disturbing.
Like this.
When I was
Hi,
out of view,
boy.
I began to run for a bit before I was confident he wouldn't be able to find me.
Don't
I was
worry.
not going to tell my mom
has
what
something
happened because
big
I
and
love
long.
being allowed out whenever I wanted, and I feared that this might ruin that. It's a half-mile walk through the woods.
Oh,
I was
well,
probably
we have a
3
cat,
quarters
vicious
of the way
cat,
there
cat the dog.
when I heard it again.
Cat the dog.
What up, cat the dog? Come on up.
This time, I immediately felt sick when I heard it. I turned and saw the same clown walking out from the darkness of the woods into the light of my flashlight. When he was close enough, I threw the flashlight at him and ran for it in the direction of my house. I heard him close behind me until the road was visible. Then I heard him turn around. When I got home, I was breathing like I had just run a marathon, and my mom was of
I've run a
course
marathon.
concerned. I still didn't want to tell her what happened, so I lied and said I jogged the whole way back. After that, it never came up again.
Okay then.
Up until the age of 14, I always had a fear of clowns, ever since I was first
hold
greeted
up.
with one at the age of 5 at a county
You're
fair.
scared of clowns.
Me.
On a cold
Oh,
Tuesday
God,
night in
what's wrong with
November during break,
I was
my
scared.
parents
I
were on
used to.
vacation and my sister and brother were out for the night.
Guys, can you hear
My
that?
friend, who I'll refer
Found
to
the
as B,
game.
wanted to come over so that
Wait,
we
guys,
could
can
walk
you
to
hear
the
that?
fair a couple blocks away. So he did. We walked to the fair, which happened to be in a big empty
Guys,
parking
can you hear
lot.
that?
We walked around for a little while and played some of the carnival games.
Damn, that's
Ran
ugly.
into a clown.
Nope.
Oh, look,
He
it's
didn't
trying to get
speak,
people.
he just
It's
smiled
lowered,
and
it's
bopped
sucking
around,
people off.
made silly hand motions. He resembled more of a mime than a clown. And he seemed to inch his way closer to us every few seconds.
Ooh.
Me and B laughed. B patted him on the shoulder, and we walked away. That was weird, I told B. That was more creepy than weird, said B. We were walking back to my house now on the sidewalks of the quiet Tuesday night neighborhood roads.
Monday night.
And that's
Millie
when we
had
heard something from behind us. It was a pair of footsteps. We turned, but didn't see anyone. This continued for another few minutes. B said he was freaked out and was gonna go home, but I convinced him to stay with me and hang out at my place, honestly because I was scared now. We were sure we were being followed. We made it to the front of my house. I dug through my pocket, took out my keychain, and started looking for the right key out of the three in the dark. That's when B nudged me to turn around. There was a clown hiding in the next door neighbor's bushes.
Yeah, he's so invisible,
Staring at
guys.
us.
You can't just see them,
Noticed
you're
that
like,
we had
yeah.
spotted him.
Yeah, you can't.
He
You can't
emerged
see
from
the
the
face.
bushes and started walking over to us.
Boom,
I
me.
began to panic, trying each of the three keys until the door finally opened. We entered and slammed the door behind us. I called my parents right away, who told us to arm ourselves and hide upstairs. We went up to my little brother's room and looked out the window. There was the clown standing in our driveway, looking up at the window we were standing at, as if he were waiting for us. I shut the blinds and we both ducked down. Breathing heavily and panicking,
That looks just like
within
the
10
mom.
minutes, he was gone. I guess he gave up. Or at least we think he was gone. For all we knew, he could have been hiding somewhere on the property all night. I'm just happy we made it home in time. If you've seen the news lately, there have been many reports of clowns luring children into the forest.
What?
I was one of the first to experience this, and it was utterly terrifying. I want to remain anonymous at the moment, just in case the clown finds out who I am. Anyways, here's what happened. I am 14 years old and live in a small town in South Carolina. The town has a population of around 130 people. Summer was just about over, and I had a summer job working at the local lumber yard. It was a great place to work. I helped customers load lumber into their vehicles, a pretty mindless job. Plus, I was able to stay physically fit because of it. The best part is that my house is exactly 1 mile away. Walking to and from work is a daily occurrence. I spent a long day hauling and moving lumber, and my workday was pretty much complete. It was about 9:30 p.m. when I started to walk home. The moon was just starting to light up the road, and the sun had completely set below the hills. There are no other houses between the lumberyard and my house. Our town is very rural. The road home has hills that peak high enough that you're unable to see what's on the other side until you crest it. The road is skinny with no shoulder, but it was freshly paved. The trees stack one by one behind each other in a row, and vegetation is thick with a few game trails coming out to the road. Crickets and frogs sound like an orchestra. The walk home usually takes about 30 minutes. I've done it so many times that I entertain myself with music. I put in my earbuds, throw on some tunes, and away I went. I was about halfway home when I heard what sounded like a high-pitched cackling laugh. What the hell was that? I said to myself out loud. I took out my earbuds and stopped.
Are you here to hang with us?
I thought maybe it was part of the music, but something about it didn't fit into the song. I stood there motionless, looking to hear the same sound again. However, the frogs croaking were so loud that not even a scream could be heard. I thought nothing of it and walked home. The next day, I started my shift at 2 p.m. I started my walk to work around 1:30. Nothing was out of the ordinary. It was a beautiful day. I usually look down at my feet and kick any rocks that I see. Having them skip across the fresh pavement was oddly satisfying.
Yo,
I kicked
that's
a
a
rock
good
and it
hill
skipped
to
across
roll
the
down.
pavement
Sam,
and
I'm
landed
not
next to
scared of
something
you.
strange laying in the dirt on the
Car
side of
doesn't
the
like my
road.
weapon.
It looked to be a bright red ball. I picked it up, I gave it a little pressure, and it squeaked. Immediately, I knew what it was. This is a clown nose, I said to myself. What the hell is this doing out here? I kept it and carried it to work to show the other staff members. I even put it on and gave it some honks. It got a few laughs. The day went on as usual, and around 9:30 p.m. I clocked out and began my long walk home. I forgot my earbuds at home, so I was unable to listen to my usual music. While on my way home, I was able to make out a faint image of a figure about 150 yards away of what looks like a deer standing in the middle of the road. It was hard to make out as the fog hovered over the grounds and the moonlight backlit the animal. As I got within 100 yards, it must have gotten spooked. I could see a rough outline scamper back into the forest. Little did I know this was not a deer, but something more sadistic. I passed the spot in which the deer had taken off back into the woods. As I walked by, I heard footsteps about 20 yards behind me. I thought this was strange, as I have never seen a deer come back onto the road once it was scared off. Before I could look back, I heard, "Hey there." I turned my head to see a clown standing in the middle of the road with his hands behind his back. He wore baggy pants and a baggy shirt that was obviously meant to be a clown costume, but it was very dirty. So dirty that the colors faded into stains. His makeup ran down his face and his eyes were black. He tilted his head to the side and said, "You have something of mine. I need it back." He gave a small little laugh after he spoke. I don't have anything of yours," I said as I started to walk backwards. My house was still a quarter-mile away. This is when the situation went from odd to terrifying. He said, "Well then, if you don't have my nose, I'm gonna need yours." He pulled something out from behind his back, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked like a machete. I turn around, and with all my might, I take off running down the middle of the road. I could hear his bare feet running. I didn't look back as it could slow me down.
Fancy.
The blades of what I assume were two machetes dragged on the asphalt. I was in great shape, but I could still hear his footsteps getting louder, signaling he was getting closer to me. He would even let out a little giggle that would feed my adrenaline even more. My lungs started to burn. I began to crest the hill. At this moment, I could hear him almost right behind me,
This
just
is a
about
normal
touching
school
me.
day for me.
And then out of nowhere, a truck crests the hill with his headlights shining on me. I waved my arms in sheer panic. He stopped. I quickly looked behind me to see nothing. No clown.
I would have been
I
like,
told
"Did
the
you
man
know?"
in the truck what happened, and he called the police. I will never make that walk again. I have no idea how the clown got to that location and why he waited for me. I have never seen any vehicles parked there, nor are there any other houses besides mine for miles. This was my worst nightmare come true. Now I have found out that this is happening to more people. Clowns hiding in the woods and stalking people. Is this a cult? A group of
Fancy.
scary clowns with the goal to terrify people? I have no idea, but I do know that I'll never be able to walk in the dark or see clowns the same way again.
Disappointing.
I hope you liked that video, so don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.